Hello, hello, bonjour et bienvenue pour les élections françaises. Ugh, that's disgusting. Oh, so we're going to talk about the election as it happens. I'm here with Viking, Oliver
Bonjour.
Cromwell did nothing wrong, and Mauritian Struggle. So, right, gents, let's get this going. I think results will start coming in I think about like 20 minutes or so. So
let's get the chat open first. Have some bants beforehand.
So you guys, who do you think Le Pen's actually going to clinch it, or do you think it's sort of?
I think it would be very close. I actually do think Macron will win.
You think it's going to be close?
I think the edge is for Macron. I hope she wins, but
well, definitely, there's definitely going to be rigging.
That's the question. Are the polls as rigged as they were for here in America?
Well, the Russians rigged the polls for America, so so that Donald fascist Trump could win. You know, so
right.
People
as
of right now, I actually think if I could have picked, I probably would have picked Fillon, somebody who was actually more socially conservative and somebody who probably had a better chance at actually winning the election. So somebody slightly more to the center right. I mean, you know, who still probably would be more tough on immigration and terrorism than Hollande. Which is still not saying much, but I think somebody that could actually win and who was probably more socially conservative, like Fillon, I would have picked them. But as of right now, of the two people we have, probably Le Pen. But I don't think she's going to win. I think that there's probably a lot of truth that it's going to be closer than people thought, but I think Macron's still going to win.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, I think Macron's going to win, but I'm not entirely on like the Le Pen train either. So.
Yeah, it's the amount of like internet electricity, I guess I want to say, surrounding the election has not been nearly as much as the American one for sure.
France is they're just too cocked. They're too cocked.
I mean, this is the sad realization is, you know, is this really what the people of Germany and France want? I mean, if that's what they want, I mean, what can we do?
We can sit and wait, like you were saying earlier.
Well, I mean,
eventually it will build up pressure.
Yeah, I think that what I believe is that inevitably something's going to give, and the EU is going to fall apart, or you know, you're going to see massive upheaval in Europe in probably the next 10 years if something doesn't change.
Yeah, I think the French people don't really know what they properly want. I think it's like they think they know what they want, but they don't know what the consequences of what they elect will have. And I say that for Le Pen supporters as well, because I think she'll be quite an autocratic leader if she does win, which I don't think is necessarily what the French people desire.
No.
I'm
glad it's not some terrible parliamentary system like the Dutch election was.
The thing I'm curious is like if Le Pen doesn't win this time, she probably has a chance, or it's all's not lost because the Front National is probably going to gain some seats because don't they have their parliamentary elections in June? Yes, Chrome is here. I think I read it in June of this year. They have their parliamentary elections, so people could actually just vote for Front National or any party to gain legislative seats, because regardless of who wins, it is actually still going to be historic, considering that neither the Republicans or the Socialists are going to get in this time.
How long has it been since a party outside held power? Like
the 1940?
Oh,
when the Nazi Party ruled France.
Yeah, amazing.
Back when the Vichy government got in.
Mm-hmm.
The good old days.
Good old days. Pétain.
Yeah, Pétain did nothing wrong. Hashtag.
Pétain.
Wish we could turn back time.
Yeah, that's
good old days. Those memes are just the best.
For God's sake.
It all comes tumbling down.
Perfect.
Have you seen Macron's wife?
No.
She's like 60.
All right.
Yeah, he married his teacher.
Let me bring up
He married a
that bit on
pedophile.
him.
No, like he married her when he was
Essentially,
like
he
18 or
married his high school teacher, basically.
Yeah. What'd she
Let me-
teach him?
Wasn't
Personal
that the
life.
plot of an Adam Sandler
Macron,
movie?
Macron is married to Brigitte Trogneau, 24 years his senior, who was his teacher in La Providence High School in Amiens. They first met when he was a 15-year-old student in her class, and she was 39, but were officially couple only after he turned 17.
Meow.
They're high school sweethearts.
That's not how it works, though.
I don't know about that.
Also, is it called what's it called? What's it called in France? Ugh.
Uh,
I don't know.
I always love this. Is like I had such a because I took French in middle and high school, right? And I got like such a warped view of what French culture was like because like the videos, like stuff that would accompany, like the video series we'd watch and like the textbooks we used, even though they were like new or they were only like a year or two old. So, but like everyone in them like still dressed like they were from the early '90s. And I was doing this like in the late 2000s, early 2010s. So like I got like are the French just like stuck 20, 30 years behind us culturally?
They still have those classical liberal nostalgia glasses on.
Classical liberal. That spells France, isn't it? I mean, what good philosophers came out of France? I mean, all the good Enlightenment thinkers either came out of England, America, or Germany.
Voltaire, isn't he French?
No,
He's just funny.
he was
not
he was a little
good
bitch. He was a little bitch. He complained that he said that Frederick the Great raped him.
That is
I think
very
Montesquieu was all right.
bitchy.
Hmm.
Montesquieu. Let's see.
Rousseau is a piece of garbage, though. Although I at first liked him because like he said that he didn't like he said that he what is it he started like questioning a lot of the Enlightenment narrative that maybe rationalism isn't the only way we can view the world, that perhaps we can't just be materialists, and everyone hated him for that.
Amazing. Which interesting times.
In France. So right. So the answer to 1984 is 1789.
Not sure that's the best answer.
No, the answer to 1984 is 1517.
No, it's 1871.
Sing a song of Nazi frogs.
15. No, I thought it'd be 1588 or 1688.
1488.
1453.
Oh, 1490. No,
I gotta cross myself after
no,
hearing that.
look, my dudes. This is the best one. Is the answer to 1984 is 1492.
Did I?
Actually, to change the subject somewhat, like I said in my video on the French election, I've met enough French people to know that they are miserable. Miserable. The biggest leftists I've ever met. Like, even the Germans are less leftist.
Ouch.
Yeah, why are the French always so miserable?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's like a movie trope as well. Like the sad French man who's like angry at God.
No, they just hate the English because we are God.
That's true.
They hate. Wait, they hate the English because of what?
We're God. We're God to the world.
That's true.
20% of the world.
Yeah, they don't get because England gets to decide whether or not it's in Europe. Yeah, that's always you think Brexit is something new. No. You guys have been doing that for hundreds of years. Like
It's transcontinental. It's transcontinental.
Only
Where is
one
it?
foot in the cloud.
Yeah.
Geofluid. That's a good word. Geofluid.
Geofluid.
I just remembered something. I'm posting it in the chat 'cause it's really funny. It's
It's in
the Yes
English.
Minister thing.
The British identify as geofluid. You heard it
Alfred
right
the
here.
Great says the answer to 1984 is 1932.
How about this? Like, watch this. It's really funny.
1933.
It was 1933. That's the joke.
The answer to 1962 is 1488.
That's a good one. All right, what is this video?
The answer to 1453 is That
That's
wouldn't
why
be-
Britain joined the
I was gonna say
European
2001.
Union. Yes, Minister. So I found it quite funny.
The answer to the answer to 476 is 1066.
Answer to 1453 is 2003.
Or the answer would have been like 1877 or 1878, the Russo-Turkish War of the millionth time.
What
they
was
fought
that
against each
one?
other.
Yeah, what was that one where when did the Americans go to the Barbary Coast? And was that
1920 something?
that was like in Thomas Jefferson's presidency?
Yeah.
Is that-
Oh yeah, it was like I think the early 19th century or in the late 18th century, just when American
1802.
sailors started trying to murder pirates.
1801 to 1805.
The answer to 1801 is 1805.
The answer
There
to
you go.
1453 is 1683.
Okay. I'll end with this one. Is the answer to 1789 is 1815. That's true.
That's a pretty good one.
Oh, Sweden was in this war. Interesting.
Sweden, yes.
Sweden, yes.
So
Sweden's been, how many wars have they been involved in the past 200 years? Oh,
A
none.
lot.
None actually. I mean, there've been Swedish mercenaries or people who volunteered, but mostly they have not officially gone to war since the Napoleonic Wars.
Wait, Sweden is more French than the French, because I think if they ever had a war, they'd just end up surrendering.
I always get this confused with the Italians. The Italians would fight, but they would just lose immediately.
But they
Right.
missed, that's why.
And why does the Italian army suck so much historically?
Yeah.
Genetics.
Post Roman.
It's bad leadership.
Yeah, who put the last two?
It was bad organization.
Like in
entire
World War
battalion
I,
of
a general
Italians,
who thought, "Oh, let's have 9 battles in the same spot every time, not change your tactics."
I always love the story of what happened to them in 1866 when there's the 7 weeks war between Austria and Prussia. So the Prussians decimate the Austrian army at Königgrätz, completely crushed the Austrians, and the Austrians still managed to beat back the Italians. And the Italians only managed to get the Venice area because the Prussians forced the Austrians to give it to them. And even while you had the awesome story of Admiral Wilhelm von Tegethoff, the Austrian admiral, who he was in command of one of Austria's first ironclad ships, and basically he won the battle by just ramming his ship into the Italian navy and sank a bunch of ships by ramming them.
Just like back in the old days.
Somebody, Scotch McInnes asked, "What about the Romans?" Okay, fair enough.
After the Romans.
Yeah, after the Romans, they all got mixed up with the barbarians, so they weren't real Italians anymore.
Not true sons of Latium.
Someone
The
needs
Romans
to
were
make the
Africans,
"We was Kangs" meme and have that with Italians and Romans. We was Romans and shit.
The only real one I've ever seen was they said they were the Etruscans.
We was Etruscans shit.
Yeah.
Sorry if this stream is a bit flat right now, but no results have come in yet, so we're just.
What time is it?
Adventure
8
time.
minutes.
Good. Nice.
8 minutes. Chroma, are you No, wait, Chroma, you're a Magyar. You're a Maiar.
Absolutely, yes.
Disgusting.
100%.
100% Magaric
100%.
phenotype.
100%.
Hun. We was Huns.
Yeah. We were Mongolians and shit.
No, that was the Finns.
Same shit.
Well, guys, I'm afraid I'm not going to be allowed into the ethno state because I got a DNA test and I'm 2% Turkish.
Fuck. Get off the stream.
Yeah, we need to remove kebab.
Sorry. I'm not even sure if it's really Turkish. It's just said Asia Minor, and I have like a small hope that it's Greek.
Okay, Greeks are cool.
They are.
Although, aren't most Greeks today just mix? Weren't they just weren't they just
very
culturally enriched by the Turks?
Yeah, they're very kebabby.
Which is weird. Is if you look at the Ottoman royal family, their descendants, they all have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like how the Russians are. You know, they're all from the steppes technically, but they're all very Aryan looking.
No, they just look Slavic.
I guess.
But why are we talking about? Oh, because the results haven't come in. I mean, I think we saved quote unquote Britain and America. We just need to save one more country. One European country has to like elect a super anti-EU person. And I think then the dominoes start to fall.
Why not Liechtenstein?
Isn't Liechtenstein not even?
Macron is completely backed by the Rothschilds. It's all been declassified. We have the
I've got But can you imagine if Alex Jones had that, but had just like a super calm, like not raspy voice? Just look, I know they're all backed by the builders.
It's the global
groups. I was there at Bohemian Grove.
Oh my God.
It's Bohemian Grove.
Joined.
What
Master,
if Master
a southerner?
Yes.
Greetings.
Who runs Bartertown?
Right.
It fell on its face.
But I'm telling you, this is what all the ancients said. It's what the Bible says. Hillary Clinton is a goddamn demon.
Well, I'll go get my Bible right now.
Hillary Clinton is a high priest of Satanism.
Prophesied in Acts 29.
Max 29.
In 2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians.
So
I forgot what is that? What was the deal with him saying that? What was so stupid about it?
Because most evangelicals would never say 2 Corinthians. I mean,
okay, yeah, 2 Corinthians.
Most American evangelicals, although I have heard some European evangelicals in England and Scotland might say 1 or 2 Corinthians, but that's the big deal. Okay. I've never said it. I've usually said 1 Corinthians or 2 Corinthians.
Yeah, I've always. Okay. That's like no matter what kind of church I've been to, that's what I've heard.
So I love how I'm now like being they're trying to seduce me to the alt-right. Wow. Because like I made that video where I revealed that I was a capitalist fascist.
Oh,
on the
the worst. It is worse than the political compass, and yet I still use
it is. It's like it's just like so stupid. But I think
I think
it's like of course then Son of Tiamat and all the people that read
did you see that
Jonah Goldberg's liberal fascism said no, you can't be the same thing. You can't be fascist and capitalist. But I haven't seen that stream yet. But yeah, that was impressive that Son of Tiamat got onto one of Sargon's streams.
I was like,
they've been talking to each other for years. They've been talking to each other for years, so I'm not really surprised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard Tiamat really embarrassed himself though.
Yep.
Like because he's sort of autistic.
Yeah.
Well, that much is self-evident.
Do we have a link to where we can watch the results come in?
Yeah, get Ben McLean in here with his projector.
What?
Puts the video on the screen.
No, I'm just monitoring the poll thread. I'm seeing them come through on that.
Oh, that's the only news you really need.
Yeah.
Of course.
So which one of you guys is gonna step up to the plate and pay for Boogie 218 whatever the hell number is? When are you gonna pay for his healthcare? When are you gonna pay for his healthcare? Someone's gotta pay.
Is that his weight on the end of his username?
He's like,
I do like him, so maybe I will.
Mauritian, that's so mean.
No, it's not. He did it to himself. Like, okay, if he had a massive like deformity, or like if he had cancer, okay, I can get that. No, you did this to yourself. This is the future you chose.
He said it was from an abusive family, but
engraved out lie in it.
Yeah, like his whole issue is that
he's
as his life gets better, he tries to push
voted for Jill Stein
away from his past.
He voted for Jill Stein.
He voted for Jill Stein.
The Green Party, and he eats 10,000 calories a day. Jesus Christ.
Do you think Jill Stein? Do you think he has a crush on Jill Stein?
Jill Stein should have been president.
Well, he would.
Jill Stein 2020 ban anime.
Wi-Fi causes autism.
Wi-Fi.
Chrome, I love that. I love your intro that copied off of Mauritians.
Yeah, it's like learning from the best.
Oh my god, I've not subscribed to him yet. How dare I?
Well, Chroma Key makes videos as frequently as Anita Sarkeesian, so
Exactly.
Ooh.
What are you doing? How are you not making that much money? Like, Chroma, you should be making just as much money as Anita.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
Trump, no, you need to make your video called Trump versus Jill Stein.
Oy vey.
Election results. Don't worry, I'll screen share when some results start coming in.
Yeah, apparently
Can we get
the
a
polls are currently at
live
66.5
Just in background.
like for Macron and 37.5 for Le Pen. But mind you, this is according to poll, which also says there's a shooting going on in France. So,
Well, neither one of them are actually a surprise.
0% in right now.
What?
Sorry, guys. I'm looking at a memory TV
According to
thread.
Google.
I can't.
memory CV. he's worst.
There's only one news source I trust: Mamari TV.
What?
She's even worse than a dog. She's an Albanian.
What is the solution to such problems?
Mickey Mouse is
1984.
killed in every single case.
A shoe to the head.
You mean a shoe on head?
Oh,
No, a shoe to
even
the
A
head.
shoe on head.
oh, shoe on head. What a fucking annoying woman.
Well, she's
I
not,
like
she's,
to know
not,
that-
she's not as bad as you know, Greg. I beat them with skepticism.
You see what I did there? I used skepticism,
Skepticism.
not take a side.
Did you see?
By the way, Fritz, I saw his episode recently on Bill Nye, and I remember he
That's
literally
fine.
opens up with, "I missed the '90s."
Oh yeah, I'm like I should read
Rich's
the video I
prediction.
recently made.
Did you
We
see?
all have nostalgia glasses.
Did you see Naked Ape's video? Like his stream
Bernie
with Edgy
Sanders,
Sphinx?
free
What do you-
college.
He did a stream with Edgy Sphinx, like making fun of the skeptic community the whole time. It was really good.
I need to figure out a way to get Kraut's echo thing so I can do the skeptic and echoes.
Hmm.
Did you guys see Tilly's video on "I'm a rationalist" trademark skeptic trademark?
I saw his whole spat with cognitive thought over that. Because
Yeah.
Cognitive thought, actually, I think he laid out perfectly why I'm against liberalism, because he basically said that, you know, children growing up without a father is the price we pay for sexual freedom. It's like, that's true, but I don't think we should pay that price.
Think about the children.
What about the children?
Think of the Jews.
What,
Is this an Israeli channel? The production didn't tell you
Reminder:
that this
once
is
you
an
deal with the
Israeli
Jews,
channel.
you deal with all the other problems.
This is true.
look, someone's saying.
Before poll, after poll.
So after all of this, Mershon, I have to keep watching your video against anarcho-capitalism because, my goodness,
That's the first part of 4, by the way.
I know. It must be a headache having to listen to Anarchy Ball drone on and on, going, well, it's like the government will throw you in a cage if you try and do bad things. That's unacceptable.
Cage, like an animal.
And like, what we just need to do is get rid of the government, because then the free market will fix everything.
Of course.
Of course.
Boy, you went to prison.
God, he said some really retarded things like that. Like, he kept on going on about being morally evil.
Blackjack, if Le Pen wins, I will sing La Marseille.
No.
God,
Oh, I
Trash.
promised the same thing.
We will all sing La Marseille.
I don't even know what
That
that
one
is.
not out of principle.
It's the national anthem of Frogistan.
Frogistan.
Oh, okay.
Wait, if they're called frogs, why isn't Keck with them?
Hey, I've just doubled your
Second
viewers, by the
pick
way.
a long time ago.
Whose viewers?
I just doubled your
Someone's
viewers.
coming. Joshua,
Oh, well uncooked. Oh, hey, Josh.
your video camera's on.
Oh, wait, is it already over? What?
What?
Okay, so yeah, Chrome is showing.
Macron
it's already
wins.
over.
Landslide.
What?
65%.
Yes.
Wait.
That was fast.
This is
Oh, that's-
projected.
No,
It's
that's
not gonna,
protected,
like-
isn't it? That's not the real one, is it?
Yeah, it's
Projected votes won.
That
You're
was
kidding.
fast. How
Why
long?
the hell
Wait,
did it take the American one so
Yep.
much time?
like 8? It
That's-
took like 8 hours.
comes in state
Rothschilds
by
win again.
state. It's that
Well,
one.
France is all in one time zone, so
Francis. Also, so wait, it's over. Okay, so we can end the stream now.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Well, that was fantastic.
That's a projection.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
At the very least,
It's done.
Marine
Wow.
Le Pen with 34.5% of the votes.
you cucks frauds.
That I was expecting her to do
So
at
I'm going to
least
start.
like
So, all right,
10%
instead,
better than that.
instead I'm going to start singing the Israeli national anthem. So
Oh,
if you all
God.
rise for
Okay.
the Hativa.
Yeah,
sing Rule Britannia. That's the real choice.
No, I should sing "Ode to Joy," the European national anthem.
does the EU have a national anthem?
That's like
Yeah,
Erica.
it's Beethoven's eighth,
Oh.
or no, eighth or
Ninth.
ninth. Which one? What? Yeah, ninth.
Beethoven
better,
cut
German
a race
national
traitor.
You take that back right now. You take
No.
that back right.
He's
No,
one of
no.
the worst composers. Of
No,
all
Get out.
time.
No, that was
Check 'em out.
Mozart.
Projected votes won.
Kaiser was-
Projected, come on.
Projected is the same thing as one.
Not necessarily, because projected is a prediction.
I love this. Like, yeah, the New York Times
Oh.
thing. Like it shows like zero. The communists reporting it already, and like it already says, yeah, he's won. Like,
Fake news.
I mean, I still
You're a
very-
fucking fake
okay,
news.
I'm all for like our election processes, taking less time because I think
But
at
we
least
need to start arms insurrection.
It's
No,
just there's no
zero-
excitement.
Yeah, but it's like this was like he couldn't last for very long. He couldn't go all night long. So France suffers from premature election.
Indeed.
Yeah. France's are too short, and the US's are too long.
No, I mean
The Dutch one took forever too, and it's a tiny country. I don't get how they're so fast.
Granted, it is just projected.
yeah. We'll wait for.
Yeah, like I just
I mean,
said.
was this just exit polls that they're showing?
Maybe.
I didn't really think she was going to win because, France is just filled with, socialists, lazy socialists.
God damn it! And their escargot and their
Yeah.
goddamn Frenchies.
Well, I expected it to happen. I just didn't think it was going to take this.
Cigarillos.
All right,
it's like
wait. How many counties have they?
None. They've already projected he's going to win.
Are you sure? Are you sure they haven't isn't the results from just one county?
Well, none of the counties have come in, so I'm sort of confused over what's happened.
Same here. Are they
Like, is
counting
this
them all
like
at
at
once?
30% of the vote? Is this 50% of the vote? What's going on?
Yeah, how many
Not
of the
sure.
votes have been counted?
Yeah, all the breaking news stuff says they projected result. Emmanuel Macron will be France's next president. Receives 65% of the vote.
Oops.
But based on what?
I don't know.
Based on the votes.
I think exit polls.
Has to be.
Okay, maybe if this is true, we could.
Yeah, exit there. The exit polls.
What does this mean for France?
Election result to be announced. in 3
50-50, I
minutes.
think that's what it means.
Okay, so that was the election. I think.
Wait, was it exit polls or was it actual results that came in?
Election
tell if
result
it's
will be announced
higher
in
or
3
lower.
minutes, 6:58, 7:04. Macron wins. Mr. Macron has won an election with a substantial majority of 65%, according to latest exit polls. France's polling agencies say that makes him the victor
Oh, he
and
wins.
the next president of France.
So they haven't actually
That's
put
according to
in.
the Telegraph.
Okay.
So they've not actually, reported anything.
Well, that's what basically.
None of the
polling
communes have
agencies say.
reported yet.
First step is denial. TBH.
No, I knew it was going to win. I'm just thinking, how do they confirm it yet?
Honestly, I think on all levels.
Myself today.
So wait, hold on. Before we start sulking and talking about this, so how do they determine that he won? Just by exit polls?
No,
think so.
this is by votes, I think, because the
It
exit
says-
This is
polls
by
are-
what? Wait, hold on. What did you say? By what?
They I think they've grouped a bunch of votes together. I think they've got a majority of votes in, apparently, because the exit polls were an hour ago, and that was slightly higher for Le Pen. So I'm not entirely sure. I'm assuming.
It'll be easier for my dumb American mind to understand if
Sorry.
Wait, but did he win the popular vote?
Oh, for God's sake!
It is a popular vote. You idiot.
What?
With this.
Good grief! I thought everybody got elected by electoral college.
Nah, that's been
I'm just
interesting to
confused
watch
as to
the different versions for presidential races.
That's what Twitter says.
Dutch,
do.
French.
The vote should be weighted on how much income you get.
Nuke France. Macron wins as everyone expected. Says Paul Joseph Watson.
The mainstream media.
The mainstream media.
So much for the tolerant left. That was Scottish. Sorry, that was.
That you can live your life without any consequences,
Oh.
but that's fucking wrong.
Conservatism is the new counterculture.
Can you imagine Paul Joseph Watson running for president? Wrong.
So much for the tolerant left.
I think I'd just vote for him for the trolling. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his, but
Macron wins.
but there would be great memes coming out of that. I would vote for him. Yeah.
I'm just confused as how quickly this happened.
Second lowest voter turnout in history.
Rip.
I mean, I would have abstained if I was French.
All right, everyone,
really
press
bad.
F to pay respects.
Okay. Which chat?
Press it.
Press F,
I'll
guys.
I'll use this
Regular
one.
chat.
Paul.
F.
F for France, please.
F for fuck.
Can say where the road goes.
Guys, it's been fun while it lasted.
It keeps tumbling down, tumbling down. It just keeps tumbling down. I wish
Why
that I
couldn't it
could,
have been?
Come, sweet death.
because now the guilt is all mine.
I
mean-
mean, why couldn't it be Elon?
Does this count as with how fast it was? I can't tell if it's high or low energy. This was.
Low energy. This is premature electron.
Like I said, it has to be electric voting. So, I wonder if any of those voting machines are owned by some global
By the Bilderberg Group.
Obviously by Soros.
All right,
Everything is
guys.
by Soros.
We've lost in France. We have to make sure we can win in Germany, okay? Trust me, AFD's going to get it.
Hold on.
Don't
I
worry.
have to do the There's a perfect way to say this. Well, good luck with that, bucko.
Sort yourself out.
Oh, glad there's like
We
100.
tried to slay a dragon of chaos that was too big.
We didn't rescue
Progressive Hydra.
We did not rescue our father from the underworld.
The Poles hack the Poles.
The Jews hacked the Poles hacked the Jews.
The Poles hack the Jews.
The Russians
Okay,
hacked them.
Fuck's sake. Trump is
Cuck.
Trump.
It's not
Inshallah.
Bernie can still win.
Hey guys, we can always do my election next month.
Well, your election isn't going to be much of a surprise either. I think it's just going to be press F to pay respects to Labour.
Labour's already gone down in the council elections. Yeah, like they've lost like 400 council seats or something.
So it's basically this is Thatcherite Britain all over again.
Yeah, except UKIP only got one seat. It
Hey
lost
guys, but you know what this means,
149.
guys? This means, guys, Tim Farron's going to be the next leader of the opposition.
What party is he head of?
Lib Dems.
Democrats.
Hashtag Lib Dem come back.
Isn't he like a Nazi or something?
Well, he's a Nazi only in that he's a Christian.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
We need look, guys. We need to be enlightened atheists so we can stop the Christo-fascists like George Bush from taking.
Guys,
over
no
America.
evidence.
America is a theocracy.
In this moment, I am euphoric, not because of my own skepticism, but because
Fucking Preston.
I'm a free thinker.
The Republican Party wants to turn America into a theocracy, but their
America is a theocracy today.
It's like if all their policies got implemented that they had in like 2005, we'd be like America in the 1960s.
No, we'd be like
Oh, how terrible.
we'd be like in Handmaid's Tale, like all women are just subclass citizens. And
I hate how like all the dystopian stuff still has a right wing in control when it's really all the globalists.
It's all the globalists.
And look, I know Trump's a good guy. He's a real guy. He's real. So he wants to make poor people rich. He's not a globalist. He gets it.
Jesus, we have 125 viewers right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I showed it.
Sorry to say, but it's going to be a short stream because it's already over.
Oh my
It
god.
was
yeah.
always over. It was over before it began.
Oh, how about we talk about how
I've already said this before we continue. Is that remember the French actually had their parliamentary elections in June, so any frogs watching, remember to vote FN in June for the parliamentary elections. So yeah, again, I think the best way I feel right now is like it's not that it's bad. I sort of knew this was happening. It's just like that was quick.
There was no build up.
Yeah, it's like no, you didn't get any. It's sort of like in the American elections where it's like 1% of the vote, it's like less than 1% of the vote from California's in. They call it for Clinton.
Well, because it's California.
I know that, but it's like
honestly, France
is
too sexist. They're not ready for a woman president.
Hey Fritz.
They're all filled with bigots.
No, they're fine with a victim of pedophilia as president.
Yeah.
Hey Fritz, Jolly Crocodile says you're a cuck. Just that's some
well, look,
put there.
You try saying that to my wife's son and see how that goes.
I'm very proud of my wife's son.
You try telling it to our tell that to our lover friend Jamal and see how that goes.
The alpha cuck.
Fuck yeah, I'm proud to be a cuck.
I love being a cuck.
Have you ever seen that comic get passed around?
Oh,
it's like this that lefty comic where it's
so
like
freaking weird, isn't it? Just the idea of
yeah.
I think that's what turns people on because it's like it's so perverted and disgusting.
Ugh.
My son is going to be named Virgil after the poet.
Virgil.
Or some biblical name.
My dad wanted to name me Zebulon.
What?
That's Zebulon. That's a name from the Bible. It's like I thought he wanted to name me from a sci-fi character when I first heard that.
I should name him Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
Build a wall.
Jebediah.
Build a wall. Make the Canaanites pay for it.
Hashtag make Jerusalem great again.
We're gonna build a Maginot Line, make the Germans pay for it.
True story, bro. That actually happened.
It actually did.
Wait, how long have we been streaming then? How long? What was it, like
20 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, okay.
C'est la vie.
We're not going to stop now.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes.
I'm trying to find
a safe space for our feelings and for the future of our wives' children.
We must enter the existence of our shekels and a future for the goyim. I don't know.
I can't remember the 14 words because I'm not a because
I'm not a nationalist.
You're not a
I'm
Nazi.
not a Nazi. Look, literally, literally trans people have been killing themselves because some guy named Ben Shapiro. Sorry, because a guy called Ben Shapiro was at campus in my state.
Guys, okay, so you know how Jean-Marie lost and now Marine has lost? Marine Le Pen 2020.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm.
Le Pen is mightier than the sword, guys.
No, she
will not divide us. Macron will not divide us.
Macron will not divide us. She will not divide us. She won't.
Can you imagine if she won and Shia stood up, won in France? She will not divide us.
I don't want to think about that because no, I'm just pissed that it didn't okay, I knew he was going to win, but it's like
I just pissed at how low energy it was. Yeah, there was no kind of moment when you realized
disappointing.
Fuck.
France couldn't last for 5 minutes. They literally lasted less than 5 minutes.
Cheese eating surrender monkeys.
Premature election.
Legit.
Guys, this all went downhill when they overturned on the 16th. He's rolling.
No, shut it down.
The Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower was an inside job.
Inside job. Hashtag Chirac did 9/11.
That's the 9th.
Actually, no. If we can now drown out the Marseille, we should do the thing from Casablanca where we start singing Die Wacht am Rhein.
Yes.
Die Wacht am Rhein.
Who? Ha.
Very well.
Antifa.
There's a version of Die Wacht am Rhein in Russian you can find on YouTube.
Why?
I don't know, because the Russians are.
Cucks.
Es braucht und Ruf und wie Donnerhall, wie schwer. Oh my god, that's a very.
The chorus is the best part.
Wie Vaterland Max ruhig sein.
That should have been the national anthem, not the. Well.
Not Deutschland Browns.
It's Es braust ein Ruf wie Donnerhall, wie Schwert geklärt und Bogenbrand zum Rhein,
Erika.
Rhein, wird des Stromes Hüter sein.
Okay.
Vaterland mag ruhig sein. Vaterland mag ruhig sein. Wer steht und treu, die Wacht am Rhein. Wer steht und treu, die Wacht am Rhein. Hail Merkel.
Hail.
Hail Merkel.
Why do we keep letting women run for office? I don't understand this.
Yeah,
It doesn't work.
Women's suffrage was a
Go
mistake.
home and put on your goddamn burqa.
So for the alternative for Deutschland, the far right, quote unquote, the right wing German, the only German political party in Germany that doesn't seem bent on their own destruction, like they dropped Frank Petre as their leader, and they picked two co-leaders, a guy and a lesbian. Even though the AfD party states that they're against gay marriage.
How progressive.
Yeah, they say she's pinkwashing fascism.
Fascism was already
Pinkwashing fascism.
Hey, guys, read about the early history of the Nazi Party. Like fascism was already pink.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Mussolini is an ex-communist, wasn't he?
I think Italian fascism, in some ways, was. My theory was that Italian fascism was revenge for being kicked out of the Socialist Party, more than it was anything else.
See, the best fascists were the Francoists. Franco had the best one.
Franco was a fascist, though.
He was a monarchist.
I mean, like, they were fascist in his government, but Franco kind of discarded them after he sort of switched to a kind of a technocratic capitalist system. I mean, Franco was just. I typically call Franco a right-wing authoritarian rather than a fascist.
God, I swear if I hear someone say Mussolini was an ex-Marxist again, I'm going to fucking kill myself. I've heard fucking Son of Tiamat go on about that for about the last 5 years. Like, I know that. Thanks for telling me.
It's true, but it's X is the key.
Yeah, but therefore fascism is Marxism.
Yeah, you're right.
Look,
the fascists are the real communists.
Yeah, fascists.
Well, the communists are real fascists.
A friend of mine just said, a left-wing friend of mine just said, the futurists were the best fascists.
The futurists? What the hell?
Yeah,
Is that?
transhumanists.
Evola.
Like Tesla.
The transsexuals were the best
Wait,
fascists.
was Evola really a futurist? Was Evola a futurist?
No, that sounds like Bill Nye. It's just science.
Look, my vagina has its own voice, and if you don't
Make
like
America
that, you're
smart
racist.
again.
Vagina has its own voice.
And if you
John,
disagree,
hepatitis?
you're a science denier.
Okay, hold on, guys. This is what I've noticed within the past few years. Have you noticed how? Okay, you remember when Dawkins came out against Brexit, and then now you have people like Bill Nye going on about this, and you have all these atheists, like all the skeptics. All right, the skeptics are going nuts, like, "Oh, what happened to these guys? Oh, these were my heroes. Why did they give in?"
They were always like that.
They had the intellectual foundations in the first place to go this way. I don't think they changed. I don't think Bill Nye suddenly woke up and thought, "Oh, I'm going to be an SJW." No, I think because he had within his worldview the seeds that would foster that. It's if anything, it's the skeptics that changed, or the skeptics came up with an image of their heroes that never existed.
Right.
Like George Carlin was an SJW.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. Although he was a pretty good Thomas narrator. We'll see.
I want to show the
He was a
skeptics
fun
that
SJW,
quote
to be fair.
by Richard Dawkins, where he's talking about how Africans have like the richest continent on Earth, and they never invented anything. That's like an actual
Hold
thing that
on.
Chewbacca said.
No. But we was Kangs. It's like
was
okay,
Kangs, nigga.
It's like Africans. Okay, what you mean, Egyptians or Bantu?
Bantu.
Zulu.
Mandela.
The Bantu
Zulu,
never had their own
fine.
kingdom,
The
though.
Carthaginians or the Zulu?
Well, the Carthaginians were Phoenicians. They weren't African.
No.
They were
you shut up.
Semites.
Shut up.
They're
Dwayne The Rock Johnson
Semites.
is gonna play Hannibal.
What's that?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is going to play Hannibal Barca.
I was like Hannibal from A-Team. Like what?
What the hell is
No,
Adolf
hold on.
Hitler? Keep spamming in chat.
Adolf Hitler was black.
Hitler, please tell me you weren't a Christian. I'm sick of hearing this line. Adolf Hitler, I was a Jew, but I hated
He was
mankind,
Nazis and shit.
so I killed them all like Black Lives Matter.
L'election.
Well,
It's the best stream
Yeah.
ever.
this was
This has been gents.
Well,
Is
let's
this
keep
my
talking
fault?
for a little bit.
Because every stream
So,
I'm in is crap.
So does me
It's
magic
confirmed that the voting is over, right?
I
That the
guess.
results are in?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's double check that.
At the I'm with her rally in France, Jean Podesta has said that everyone should go home.
I believe that she will win. I believe
I
that
believe that she will win.
Hold on, let me.
Don't worry,
Say
guys.
it with me,
Electoral
Chad. Say it with me, chat. I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win.
Oh no, it's not Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Vin Diesel is gonna play Hannibal.
Oh my god.
Actually, that
better.
makes more
Jolly
sense.
Crocodickle wants to join in the stream.
Actually,
You
Vin
wanna join-
Diesel does make more sense now. I think about it.
All right, Jolly, do I have your email? I'll send you, I could email you the link.
Henlo.
Oh shit!
What? Okay.
What? I believe that she will win. Please, please, please.
Hey guys, the electoral college is going to hit in a few weeks, so maybe, just maybe.
When you said Chad Thundercock in the chat, I read that as Chad Thunderfoot. And I'm like, what?
Whatever. I'll just post the
I was
link in the
like, what?
chat and see who comes in.
Thunderfoot's watching.
Oh god.
Is watching the chat.
Thunder neck.
Oh god, what have you done? Fritz, you just like activated a bomb.
No. If I had posted it on poll, that would have been worse.
Yes. it
Okay,
was.
who said someone's a
Been
pump?
fun though.
Okay, I'll just
No.
do
I
that.
see. I thought about this earlier, Merchant. Before you can do that, I'm gonna fill this up with people from the chat, so you can't do it.
I think half of
So
the people watching.
no alt-right wins this time.
Oof.
Well, considering I posted the stream on poll, and you've just posted the Hangout link in the chat,
Or you just
doesn't that
crocodicle.
you're basically just doing what I would have done anyway?
Bonjour.
Hello.
Oh, and allow me.
Oh no.
Allow me. That's perfect.
Meme
I'm still a bit
Smith,
wary.
is that you?
Yeah, it is me.
Greetings.
I'm still a little worried, or I'm still wary because I remember from some of the earlier streams I was in with Distributus, like trolls would come in and start like screaming and like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember my 100 sub stream. That was great.
Oh, I was drunk.
We were all drunk.
Well, that helps.
So we need to do a we need to do another EU4 game.
Yes.
I won't fail you this
By the
time.
way, if anyone is not in the Discord and you have Discord, I'm gonna put a invite link into the live chat.
I want the
A
traditionalist one.
new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
join it.
Mauritians. It's just a 30-minute version though, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, go ahead, join it. Spam the chat, shit posting. All that good shit.
Chilling.
Post some dang.
Remove
chill.
any web addresses and try again. Okay, I'll just put the code then.
Wait, I didn't put a porn channel in. I'll do
Can you
that.
imagine if if our elections was this short? It's like, okay, results are in. Trump wins after 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, they still. I don't think they even counted. They still didn't finish counting Michigan. So
It don't
Jill
matter.
Stein's going to call for a recount.
yeah,
It don't matter.
Actually, I've
The
got
thing
an
is, I
idea.
think France
Melon
is smaller
Khan's
than
going to
Texas.
call for a recount. Melon Khan's going
think
to
Pep's
call for a
doing
recount.
So, okay, should we talk about the what are the ramifications of this?
Refugees.
we keep the EU.
Mama Merkel.
We have another summer of discontent. Literally.
'Tis the
Oh,
season of our discontent.
Do you think Europe? Do you think like tourism to Europe is going to start going down now?
I was,
You mean
Probably.
I was
Europe?
planning on
It's
going
like,
to Europe in a couple years.
France and Paris because it's so lovely. Then it's like, oh my god.
Well, there's a thing called Paris syndrome because people are surprised of how shitty Paris is, and it's like a third world city by now. So,
Well, so I think
eventually-
there's like the center monuments, like the heart of Paris. You know, the Eiffel Tower to down the Champs Elysees is probably still nice, but everywhere around that is just shit.
Oh,
Well,
Even
it's
there,
probably
it's
just
not
made that way
safe.
for
What the hell is
tourists.
that?
The
Yeah,
thing-
if I went to Europe, I would just go to Poland.
I was about to say the place that you
Poland's
go to Europe
great.
is now
Chroma,
Eastern
what
Europe.
are you? What's your?
Oh, mate,
Macron kissing his sweetheart, his high school sweetheart.
Shalom.
Yeah,
I posted some really good porn
monarchist.
in the channel, by the way.
they're having a good time.
Oh, that's why I should change my profile picture to my.
So this is our first lady. Can we agree though that female suffrage was a mistake?
Yes,
Yes.
Repeal the
I
19.
think so.
Well,
I never thought about this before, but like when it comes to church, I never really thought about this much before, but I'm really vehemently against female ordination.
As you should be.
Really?
Oh,
One step closer to papism.
well, no,
Heck yeah.
I was happy that my Baptist church is like firmly against it as well.
Based.
Based.
Based papist.
Based.
Based Baptist.
If I was gonna join a more, I don't know, like liturgical or apostolic church, I'd join the Anglican Church in North America. They're the based Anglicans.
Like,
Imagine if imagine the Church of England, but they actually believed in God.
That's a pretty apt way to put it.
what about the high church Anglicans?
Oh, Anglo-Catholics, yeah.
The Anglo-Catholics.
Well, no, yeah, the Anglican Church in North America is sort of like they have like various traditions of like they have everything from like evangelicals to Anglo-Catholics there.
Okay.
The weird thing with them is though, like they allow various churches to decide on women's ordination, but only men can be bishops and archbishops.
Okay.
I remember when
I love the story. Yes.
I won't lie though, every single Anglo-Catholic I've met is either discerning becoming a Catholic or already has become one.
Yeah, it's true.
Yay!
I remember when the news story broke out when we had our first lesbian minister. Oh dear.
so progressive.
Absolutely.
There's the worst thing you could ever hear from a church, and if they start saying this, you have to run immediately. Is we need to move forward.
Maybe we do need to move forward. How many people here aren't a white male?
I am a white man. I'm a white man.
I don't know, Fritz. Am I white?
I self-identify as Asian.
Wait, no, guys, I'm not white. I'm 2% Turkish.
Oh, well.
This is an important question. Fritz, am I white?
Puerto Rican is white.
Is anyone here not a white male Christian?
Well, I'm like 10% Finnish, so it's debatable.
I'm related. I don't know. Does Northern Irish count?
No.
Yeah, no, the
Irish. I'm like
a
third Northern Irish and like a third Danish. So
you're blind.
You're like a fucking a baked product.
No, and then I'm also a super traditional Roman Catholic, so it all works out really well.
I'm an Odinist. I mean, you guys are all cucks. I worship
you worship a one-eyed Santa Claus. You can go to hell.
I'm actually responding to Varg on that again because it turns out.
You see, you need to have more scripts against us.
Stop reading scripts.
First of all, you know,
guys, I've got something important to share with us. Me and Tor were doing some research, and it turns out that Norse isn't actually a European religion. It comes from Buddhism.
All the European religions.
Where did it come from? Where did it come from?
Let me find it. It's like something like Wotan or something, and apparently it descends from Buddhism or something. Like Chinese. Like, Todd sent me some links to some books, so I'm going to respond to him. to Varg on one of those things. It's like you don't even work
Fucking
with a Christian
woke.
one. So.
Stop being a weak. Be a parahuman again. Break the
Okay.
conditioning now.
It's not.
He's literally just a pagan Alex Jones, except not a successful.
A pagan Alex Jones.
At least he's not pagan Alex Jones. At least he's not Boogie 2988 or whatever. What is the last four digits of that fat fuck?
2988.
1488.
That's
That's
his
the last
weight.
digit.
Boogie 1488.
Boogie 1488.
As we all know, Boogie's infamous white nationalist, and that's why I was.
Hold on, guys.
Guys,
I'm
did
gonna,
you see he was on Sargon of Akkad's live stream?
He was in a
Totally
stream
white
like
nationalist.
with JonTron. But
He is
clearly.
Guys, you don't know.
JonTron's more white.
No,
JonTron's more white.
JonTron would have been one of Hitler's top soldiers. I'm telling you guys right now.
He would be an honorary Aryan.
See, well, JonTron is part Iranian, so he's probably more white than any of us.
Well, he's half his dad is Persian and his mom's Hungarian.
No, my
Yeah.
worship of Odin. My worship of Odin.
he's an original Aryan.
Listen, guys, real white people worship Zoroaster.
Dear white people,
Zoroaster.
dear white people,
Wait, no, I thought that was
dear white people, all praise be to Ara Mazda.
I actually
Are
did
we
cancel
talking
my
about,
Netflix
are we
for
talking
white
about
people.
John Guest-Judin Jafar?
Of course, he has to have the thing where he's dressed as a Nazi for a few seconds.
God, I'm gonna Photoshop an armband onto Boogie real quick.
We need to find a picture of him doing Heil Hitler somewhere. Just moving his arms.
Well, no,
like,
'cause I don't think
You just see him trying to
the problem with that, Snake, is you'd have to find a picture of Boogie moving his arms. I don't think you could.
Absorbed into the torso at this point.
We have to meme him into the alt right.
Actually, you know, when I look at him, I just think, ho ho ho, teeny Jedi. Chubada Gornada Solo.
That's really mean, Fritz.
No, it's not. Do you know why? Because this is something he brought on himself. If he was like a little bit overweight, okay, that's fine. Like the whole fat shaming thing. The thing that pisses me off about it is like, okay,
What pisses me off about fat shaming?
Hello, everyone. Seven Marlowe from Freedom Man Radio. So, what really pisses me off about the fat shaming thing is like, okay, it seems like it could be acceptable in a case where it's like, you know, somebody's like 5 pounds overweight. Like, okay, you know, little heavier, little skinnier, little curvier. Like that's normal. Okay, not when you're 800 pounds. Then you should deserve all this. You deserve all the hate. Yes.
By Allah, you deserve to be thrown off a roof.
With a forklift.
Yeah, you need a crane.
True.
By Allah, he's worse than a Jew. Or what
He
is
is
it?
he is a Boogie 2988.
He's Boogie 2988.
Look, all I'm trying to say is Alex
Boogie
Jones
1488.
Alex Jones is Boogie 2988.
Which, no, Alex Jones is Bill Hicks, by the way.
Bill
I mean,
Hicks.
I'm on.
No,
that
Joe
conspiracy.
Rogan is Bill Hicks.
I'm pretty woke.
Stop saying woke.
I don't know how woke. I don't know how woke you guys are because I met Fritz.
I prefer the term red-pilled myself.
I think woke is the term that the left uses when it's like you're woke to the idea of systematic
That's what the
oppression.
Hotep
To the
guys
struggle.
say.
It's the struggle.
The Mauritian struggle.
Oh,
No.
the Mauritian struggle.
So I think Chroma, like, and Mauritian, each one of us should have our own sort of like a variant on your intro.
It's all like all of this was made by Nintendo Gamer, I think his name was, about 6 months ago. We should all be thanking him.
Yeah.
My original one had some sort of Russian. I think it was Rimsky.
So I think we can all agree. So Emmanuel Le Pen has half won the presidency.
Emmanuel Le Pen.
Emmanuel
Le Pen.
Fritz, are you drunk?
Macaroni
No, I'm
is
not.
he's already got it.
It's only my drink. It's only 2:30.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Le Pen.
It's already.
Oh, man,
Wait,
you're-
it's
what are you
2:30.
looking
Did you
at?
say it's 2:30? So it's 18 minutes to 1488.
Oh.
Yay.
No, you know what's funny is
What we're talking about?
in college. In college, I took a couple political science classes, and the professor was French guy, and I love this. Like, he was like the most stereotypically French person I've ever met.
They smoke.
It's like and it's like he it was like a warm day in spring, like towards the end of the semester, and we all asked him, like, "Hey, can we have class outside, please?" And he goes, no, I hate the sun."
Was he a vampire?
I was like,
he can't be.
Well, he was extremely pale. Because
he just didn't want to
because
spark.
Macron is one. We won't have to worry about the French being pale for much longer.
That's a good point.
Franco-Arabic ancestry.
You know, I honestly
Jamal
gotta say,
will be the new most popular name in France.
Actually, right now, the New York Times has their thing where the result map, and it says right now it's as they're coming in, it says Macron 59.1%, Marine Le Pen 40.9.
I don't want to reveal too much of my power level here, but yeah, France is already like 30% or more non-white, so it's kind of
on the same
American
level as us.
demographics.
Your power level is not over 9,000. Sorry, Jolly.
I don't.
That meme is way
America
too. That meme is way too old. I'm sorry.
I started going revealing my power level in front of Fritz one time, and it got a little weird. So I'll keep it normie power level.
You fucking normie.
I want to be a normie.
Why would you do that to yourself?
No, because like I hang out because I have I'm part of like a church group now with like people my age, and they're like all sort of like they're all normies but like Christians, and it's like they're like way happier than me.
Are they like stereotypical like evangelical Protestants, or
as in what? Well, they're nice.
Is it a mega church?
Like mega church?
No, it's not like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's contemporary worship, but it's not a mega church.
Okay.
There's not tens of thousands of people in the church.
What is the most red-pilled religion?
Fritz.
What?
Islam.
Fritz.
What is the most
Oriental
red-pilled
Orthodoxy.
Fritz, read chat.
What does the chat say?
Which one?
No, it's Catholics. Come on.
Thank you.
No.
England belongs to the Nords.
Oriental Orthodoxy.
Fucking
I will
England
drink
making
from
our
your
modern world a
skull.
shithole. England is for the Nords. Hammerfell for the Nords. Fritzberg.
Hammerfell for the North.
We was Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay, so
We was
I'm
Vikings.
sick of the Skyrim shit. Get good at Dark Souls, then you can come back to me.
What are you, some sort of normie? Get good at fucking Dwarf Fortress.
The only game I play anymore is Europa Universalis 4.
I really hope the next Elder Scrolls isn't Argonia.
I say get good at FDL.
I say get good at
Oh, thank you.
at Dank Souls. I don't know.
1v1.
No, Dark Souls 3 was actually a pretty awful game in my mind.
You can shut up right now.
Thanks. I prefer Bloodborne.
Dark Souls. All right. Well, I can't comment on Bloodborne. I don't have a PS4 because I'm not a console peasant.
He's just salty. He doesn't have Bloodborne.
Well, the thing is, like, okay, you made the Santa Claus joke about Odin earlier, but the last boss of Dark Souls 3 is literally Santa Claus. Like, he has a big beard and a red cloak and all. Like, it's
Dude,
like
I would
such
play
an
any game in
anticlimactic
which you get
fight.
to murder Santa Claus. That sounds amazing.
What if it wasn't Santa Claus? What if it was
like
like
punch someone at the
1488?
Council of Nicaea?
What?
I think the real Saint Nicholas, didn't he like punch someone in the
He punched
face?
Arius at the Council of Nicaea.
St. Valentine's is a badass too.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
Yippee-ki-yay, fucker. Last words of St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas. No, yeah. St. Nicholas, played by Bruce Willis, coming
Played
down your chimney tonight.
Yeah,
Better
that's
than
the
the
super.
one.
Saint
Over 400
Nicholas,
Arians
played by
punched.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
played by played by
Nicholas
played by
The
played
guy
by
who wrote
Jack-
Hamilton.
Samuel
Make it happen.
Samuel L. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is St. Nicholas.
The Star Wars story.
Tom Hardy is like Valentine.
Free. That's a pretty big.
Guys,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
pretty
start
big
writing
blow.
my script
He's a big
for
guy.
a
I love you.
That's a
Guys,
pretty
I'm gonna
big-
start writing my script for a Martin Luther King movie.
No, it's
but
called Martin
it's
Lucifer.
gonna be
No, it's Martin Lucifer Kang.
Martin
Lucifer
Luther.
King.
Just Martin.
And it's
No,
gonna be.
they already made a Martin Luther movie.
I'm gonna have the Martin Luther be played by what's his name?
White guy?
Idris Elba.
I haven't been played by the guy who plays Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Mel Gibson. It's gonna be Mel Gibson.
No, but it doesn't give him the option to kill a bunch of English people. So.
Oh yeah.
But no, here's the thing: is they already made a Martin Luther movie in 2003, and like one of the
Martin Luther King
made in joint production with like the German guy, not the black guy.
Oh.
The Kraut, not the Kang.
How do you know he wasn't black and German, Fritz?
Yeah, how do you not know he was black?
Anyways,
he was a Moor.
He was a Moor.
Exactly.
The Moors. Did the Moors do Protestantism?
No, the Catholicism did
You're
that.
saying we was Protestant?
The Catholic Church did Muslim.
I swear.
But I think what I was trying to say is, the guy who plays Martin Luther's spiritual leader, like the head monk, is the guy who played Hitler in that German downfall movie.
No comment at this time.
It's hilarious.
Brilliant casting decision by the director.
Oh wait, I want to say
it was a joint German and American. It was like made by like a bunch of Lutheran churches, so it was a sort of a joint German and American production.
Oy vey.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
I want to say I go to a high school in California, and the We Was Kings thing is real. Like even the Mexicans believe, like they have like this whole
ass taxing shit.
Yeah, they have like this whole clothing line and stuff.
Baby sacrifice
of
The
like
Black
Last
Jews.
Kings and stuff.
Well, I think that's
like,
a gang over there, isn't it?
We was human sacrifice.
When does Calexit happen?
We was LA Kangs.
Who was
We were the Latin Kangs.
Yeah,
Oh,
Latin
it's a
Kangs, that's
record
what it
company. That's why they wear it so much. There's a record company called Last Kings Entertainment.
we were smallpox.
We was smallpox. We was natives.
I'm gonna post the link, the logo.
I still don't get the thing about reparations.
We need to give them smallpox reparations.
You know who should have been doing that, Gazi?
Last King Records has produced such
Oh my
hits
gosh!
such as Ross Nigga Alive, Bitch I'm the Shit, Black Thoughts, and Young on Probation. Ross Nigga Alive. I wonder what that song's about.
Motherfuckers come on, motherfuckers come on.
Yeah, I saw like a kid, and his background was "fuck swag, I'm a last king."
Wait, what do you mean his background? Like you went to his house?
Desktop background. No, we have Chromebooks because we're futuristic and shit.
Chromebooks. Oh, please stop.
Look, I have a gateway computer, so.
My shit runs on Linux.
No, it runs on Ubuntu.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing. I have a series of like cathode diodes or whatever. And I have a 1942 IBM
computer that they use to crack the Enigma code.
I think, I do agree with just Verbatis what he says. If Lauren Southern does not become a Christian in 5 years, he will be very surprised.
Oh, really? She's not a Christian?
She almost looks. She's probably going to become one.
I don't know. I mean, like I find to not place too much faith in like these internet celebs like Molyneux. Like everyone wants Molyneux to get more red pilled than he is, but he never seems to like move anywhere. So
you'll never get more red pilled than Ayn Rand.
I don't think
take
red
the
pilled.
objectivist pill.
Perhaps the time for arguments.
Basically, Molyneux's a leftist, in my opinion.
Really?
How do you define a leftist?
He's a fucking ANCAP. That's like he believes
How is that
What do you think ANCAP society is? You want to take down order because you think everyone can operate in a society.
You have to read Jonah Goldberg's liberal fascism.
Oh God!
Oh my goodness!
That's fucking leftist in my mind. I mean,
you mean socially leftist? What are you talking about?
Is Ayn Rand a Jew?
He kind of is socially leftist, isn't he?
That's a different thing.
All I believe is that we can derive how society should function through man's rational mind.
Oh shit, Ayn Rand actually is a Jew. Okay.
Everyone knew that.
I didn't actually know that.
If you read it, if you like watch the interview she had on TV shows in the 50s and 60s, like she's like extremely socially awkward. Like her eyes are always like darting
Just
around.
like me.
No one knows.
She hates being around the glam.
Let's not forget though the original red-pilled guy, Jacques Benny Bousset, when he wrote "Politics Drawn from the Very Words of Holy Scripture."
Dang. Not
To
bad.
outline absolute monarchy. Back in Louis XIV, to outline how he was going to rule his kingdom.
You see,
No,
this
but-
is the France we need.
Noblesse oblige, motherfuckers.
Bourgeois Saint-Denis.
So yeah, it seems like from the map, it seems largely southern and northwestern France voted Le Pen, north and eastern France voted Macron.
Oh god, it's the Celts.
Oh no, it's the reverse. No, sorry, the reverse.
So who got the Jewish vote?
There aren't any Jews in France left.
They all left. Oh yeah, they all left.
Like
didn't
10
they?
years ago.
Oh yeah, France is a
Muslims
pause
got
now.
him. Sorry.
I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win.
I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win.
I'm with her.
Je suis avec elle.
I was ready to like not play any video games today. Like, woof. I was
Men
expecting
need
us
to
to last
stop
like 4 hours.
playing video games.
Ooh, lad.
Stop watching porn.
Playing video
Oh,
games.
Merchant, I think I found your thread on poll.
Look, I think all I'm saying is that I want to see Jordan. I want to see how Jordan Peterson picks up women. Mind if I
Can you imagine? What was it?
He just gives them statistics about women's happiness.
Sort yourself
and he's
out.
got them in 5 minutes.
No, he just he tells them about archetypes.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god.
He tells them about Horus.
I seriously want to. I want to show Jordan Peterson Dark Souls, and I think he'd have a field day with that.
I can literally rescue my father from the abyss or whatever he fucking says. Was it the abyss or
No, yeah, there's a bit. No, but he'd be like, "There's 2 snakes in the game. There's 2 serpents." But then when you try and rescue the princess, she's not real.
Jordan Peterson is the werewolf archetype.
No, he's the frog archetype.
Jordan Peterson is the alpha wolf archetype.
imagine that?
Jordan Peterson will cuck you and fuck your wife. Okay, don't underestimate him. Don't
And you will be happy.
This whole nice guy shit is just a persona.
Yeah, I want to see Jordan Peterson like actually get legit mad where he goes, "Why don't you sort yourself out, you fucking piece of shit?"
I mean, if you see him,
I'm gonna
Scalp you.
Texas. The only thing that comes from Texas steers and queers, and I don't see any harm on you.
Jordan Peterson, drill sergeant.
Yes, dicks.
Jordan Peterson got drunk one night and they get it on a cell phone or something.
I'm glad I caused that.
I think so. I want him in a boxing
You
match
stuck
versus
there?
Justin Trudeau. Who
I
wins?
do.
Oh, Jordan.
Remember,
easily.
if you kill their enemies, they win. So it would obviously be.
It's actually weird. It's like the Pen seems to be doing better in urban areas outside of Paris.
Really?
Like the
That's
yellow-
Paris.
Hey?
No, it's called Paris-Abad.
Oh,
It's
Paris-Abad.
called North Tangiers. We've gone a long way from Rommel driving his tanks through the desert.
Yeah.
So how long till Vive la Allah?
Vive la Allah.
Over my dead body.
Aren't they just going to replace French with Arabic, though, or like some sort of Franco-Arabic mixture?
No, it's just gonna be English.
it's going to be German. What are you talking
Well, I think this
about?
is the sort of thing. It's like, okay, so should we just recognize that Western European countries want to destroy themselves?
I don't really think there's much we can do about it.
They're already pretty much destroyed. I mean, France, Germany, and UK aren't coming.
Is there
back.
anything left in the UK to be saved at this point? Is my real question.
Marcia, the Queen. I don't know. She's still alive, so.
Also, a few people talk about how far gone Australia is.
Red Free on Australia.
Oh, Northern Ireland.
How's Australia's immigration?
It's really bad. I mean, they get a bunch of Indians and Chinese, and they all get stuck in the city.
At least they're functioning. Can someone other than Jolly give me their opinion?
They're just a Chinese colony, basically.
Oh yeah, it's like a Chinese. Australia's becoming.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying Australia's becoming the white trash of Asia. I mean, it's
we just need a Japanese policy, and we'll be.
It's basically getting reverse colonized there.
That's serious. That's pretty much true. Like Black Pigeon speaks like he always talks about Japan.
Here in Japan, they based Nippon.
Honorary.
The whitest thing you can do. The most white
Japan, the only country in the world that needs immigration right now.
The most no, Japan doesn't. But the most white
Japan.
nationalist thing you can do is have an East Asian wife. Like,
heck yeah.
Surrounded by Asian women, it's like. Remember that?
Take the yellow pill.
No. Hey! I take the Habsburg pill. I take the yellow, the black and yellow pill. Yellow and black would be end caps. Don't get confused.
Habsburgs were pretty based.
They're also freaking inbred. If anybody needs intermixing, it's royalty. They need some genetic diversity.
I never thought
George II had children. He would have been.
Remember, there's a black Hohenzollern now. There's a black Hohenzollern.
Wait, seriously?
You're kidding.
Yeah. They're not in line for. They're not in line of. They would not be in line of succession. But like one of the members of the House of Habsburg, an old guy married a black girl, married a black person.
A darky.
You got cucked.
Karina von Hohenzollern.
What if there's a plot twist and Louis XX was elected in France?
Wow. You don't vote for kings. You don't vote for kings. I never get. It's like this is the thing I can never understand about like liberal churches having like synods where we're gonna vote on the issue of marriage. Like you don't do that. You fucking idiot. You don't vote on what God's word is, you morons.
Guys, ever think Christianity is going to come back? Because to me, it looks kind of dead.
Well, what are you talking about? It's actually no. It's statistically it's going to stay. It's actually pretty stable. It's more. It's getting.
It's going to die off in Europe, though.
Generation Y.
It's going to die off in its homeland. I mean, where else?
Generation Zyklon.
Christianity's homeland is it's dying in its homeland in the Middle East.
It's the U.S. now.
Oy vey, Judeo-Christian values.
Well, I thought atheism rates in the United States were rising too.
What rate?
Well, the thing is, atheists don't have children, so.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's why I said
so they're getting conversions, but not.
But that's the thing, though. I think Christianity.
Can you imagine what TJ's kid would look like?
I don't have to because he won't exist.
Exactly. I think Christianity will survive, but it's just going to be Latinos and blacks.
Yeah, Latinos
and Chinese.
The Chinese. That's right. China's actually having a Christian
concerned. Yeah, and the Russians.
Okay, so yeah, if you don't believe me that there's a black Hohenzollern,
Hohenzollern.
I don't want to.
You really set on this point here.
But where did I?
The fuck is that?
Oh yeah.
Oh God!
That was
supposed to open the warp in time.
Oh my gosh! What?
No.
A black hole in. Oh my gosh, that's horrifying.
He almost fucking divided by zero here. I mean, it was going to be a.
You should see your husband. Well, you should see your husband. You don't have to worry about them having. If anybody has to worry about, if anybody's got to worry about what the kids look like, it's not gonna be from her.
Oh God, she's wearing lederhosen.
Is she Calvinist? I bet she's Calvinist.
No, guys, I got the picture right here.
They like go good together.
Where's the picture?
Yeah, here we go. That's
oh my
gosh!
Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh God, the friction from the Hohenzollern spinning in their grave is gonna like superheat Germany.
Well, you don't have to worry because they're not in line for the throne.
Oh god, there's a picture of them in bed together.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of that dark.
No.
They're just gonna be in line for bread instead.
If only Otto von Habsburg was still around.
If only Hitler was.
Well, okay, you don't have to worry
What
because
about Blessed Karl the First?
We need Hitler now more than ever.
so you think the answer to 1984 is 1933?
Chroma, I'm about to leave, so maybe.
All right, see you, Snake. So these are the people who would actually.
Oh, I was just reposting.
As you can see, one of them looks very inbred. So
That's the Habsburg, isn't it?
no, that's the Hohenzollerns.
Oh,
that's my descendant. I mean, I'm not the Kaiser. See, the Kaiser didn't blame the Jews. He blamed the Masons. He blamed the real bad guys.
I think he was using that as a dog whistle.
That's why I think Edward I was better. He hated the Jews.
It's like whenever Alex Jones says globalist, my ears just hear Jew. So maybe I'm just that far gone.
Feminists just hear patriarchy.
Hey, Blackjack.
Oh, it's Jack Black.
Oh, hey, I love your movies.
He's like, oh, there he is.
Jack Black.
You mean Nickerjack?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, good.
He's big.
I think you're getting more red-pilled here, Fritz, and I don't like it at all. I like this minority pill.
Is it? I don't
I'm
think
against mass immigration. All right, I'm against mass immigration. All right.
What the hell?
First of all, Fritz, I
Who has a
like
piano?
coming to your channel and see you making fun of skeptics. I didn't like this. This is uncomfortable here.
So you want me to make fun of the red
Fritz,
pill?
you need to stay in your box.
I want you to be a slightly more red-pilled Sargon of Akkad, and that's it.
Yeah, I want you to make reaction videos to like the entire episodes of the Daily Show.
It'll just be a bewildered face the entire time.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna go on a diet first because I show my face. Everyone call me fat, so I'm like, fuck.
You don't want to be compared to
fat.
1488.
Anna Kasparin, she real talk made fun of me. So
Well, look, Sargon shows his face.
You fat fuck!
Nobody makes fun of him for being fat.
I'm a proud Armenian.
That's disgusting. You need to go
Talk
away.
about Saudi Arabia.
That's
Talk
vile.
about Saudi Arabia. I'll talk about
That's
Saudi Arabia.
vile. That's racist.
We're slightly better than the Turks.
I want to be okay. Turks are the worst.
They are. Turks are by far the worst.
Turks are the worst.
I think Arabs are the worst.
Worst what? Like by what metric are you
Anything
measuring?
ever.
The Turks are the worst.
The Turks
at
are just the
everything.
worst.
I don't know if I
just-
call them
they're
the
just
worst ever.
bad.
I'm sensing some discrimination here, guys.
Good.
There's nothing worse than the Turks.
What, okay, you tell us what could possibly be worse than a Turk?
An Armenian.
An Albanian.
No.
Oh,
No.
an Albanian. Okay, I forgot about them. Although they're mostly Turkish anyway.
The Albanians are
Fine,
Turks.
Bosniaks.
There are a few things.
I'm surprised Fritz hasn't said French yet.
Chechen. No, well, I feel bad for them. So
French aren't that bad.
The French are
Pretty bad.
You don't
The
put
Chechens
them
are putting all the gays into camps.
eldest daughters of Christendom, and then they had their revolution.
they also murdered all the Huguenots. So that was
The
fun.
Liberians.
Yeah, but that's not really a bad thing, is it?
Huguenots.
I love this. Like,
They're
okay,
turning the gay
we
swab.
French. Look, Donald Trump is the golden toad, and Pepe are the acolytes. I've said this before, but I think Alex Jones put it very poetically and beautifully. Donald Trump is a gigantic, fat, orange golden toad.
He's Mazda Mundi from the new Total War.
I don't think Donald Trump is on our side anymore.
No. He has his daughter.
Our side, first of all.
Hashtag fire.
Yeah.
Actually, I have my crazy theory here. It may be too far for you guys, but I'm pretty sure Trump sold Ivanka off so he can get political power. I'm 100% sure it was a political
That actually wouldn't be too far-fetched, I don't think.
I'm 100% sure he gave her to the Jews so he could get political power.
You know what's weird?
We're flagging this video right now.
We are part Jewish. So you know what's funny is becoming Jewish is really it's like a very lengthy and difficult process, but it's really easy to stop being Jewish because you can say fuck it. It's really easy, but it's the reverse with Islam. It's really easy to become a Muslim. You can just say, whatever magic words you have to say. If 5 minutes later you go, I changed my mind.
You know a lot about this stuff, Fritz. I mean, you wanna show us your face here? I think
It's his backup plan in case things go south.
What's the next step in your master plan?
Jamal Imperial.
Jamal, I'm Malcolm. I am in fact Malcolm Jamal Warner. I am. What the hell is?
He's a leading member of the Nation of Islam.
I'm Theodore Huxtable. I'm very Dutch. See, Cliff Huxtable. Heathcliff Huxtable was very Dutch person with the pudding pops and such.
Calvinism, implied Calvinism.
Shut up about I think people give Calvinism a bad rap. I think they don't understand it.
They're not SJWs. That's a start.
That is true, but
the Presbyterians are. That's why I'm leaving.
Join
I was baptized as Presbyterian.
Join the dark side.
Join us. What must I do, Lord?
About feminism.
We have the Pope.
So, guys, let me ask you.
When you show me when Jesus said to Peter, "You're going to be my representative," then I'll become a Catholic.
Okay. Well,
Give me 5 seconds.
I think he was saying something about a rock.
Become Catholic.
Okay, so rock/foundation equals Vicar of Christ.
Literal, actual representation of Christ on earth.
And also, I just don't buy the the whole.
All right, you ready? Matthew 16:19. There you go.
That's not the whole on this rock. That's not okay. Foundation of the church does not equal. Oh, he's gone.
Oh,
my secret Lutheran agents got to him.
You're Lutheran agents.
Oh, I'm a Baptist. What the hell am I talking about?
All right, guys. I want to ask, what do you think is going to be the long-term implications of electing macaroni? So,
absolutely,
more built up. More people get pissed off.
Status
You
quo.
think it'll just be the same thing as
pretty much it.
Just the status quo.
I think slightly better economic policy than Hollande, but still, we're going to live with terrorism because that's normal. I mean,
Somalians are great for economics.
Well, unless they were going to remove all non-French people, you're always going to live with terrorism.
What do you think about genocide?
I wouldn't put that past the French. The French would do something like that if they got that.
They could, yeah.
pissed off.
What about tourism,
30% of France. You don't just remove 30% of your population there. That's quite a
they
blow
would do
yourself.
What about tourism, though? That's like their main source of income. How would they deal with that?
Who's getting into these?
They would still let tourists in. They would just kick out all the brown people.
Well, here's hoping.
And here's the thing: it's like 35% of people still voted for Le Pen. That is not a tiny amount of the population. That's more than a third of the population voted for the far right.
No. The French are definitely getting pissed off with all of this truck of peace shit.
Well, the 35% that voted for, those are probably most likely young white French people. Like that's probably the vast majority of young white French are on our side, I guess, or on the right.
Yes, and old French people too.
Not only that, but it's probably more than 35% anyways.
What the fuck is that?
I think the smarter thing that should have happened would have been. I think she should have bowed out, and they should have put their support behind a candidate that could have at least one. Like I would have supported. I think I would have supported Fillon.
I like Theo. I like Theo.
I mean, somebody who even if I would take somebody who's not perfect on immigration, but probably would try and do something like.
Fillon was perfect.
Yeah, do that, but like somebody who could at least win. Because she's unelectable.
Yeah.
Also,
everybody just votes against her.
The only Christian in the entire race. So.
Did you hear?
The only Christian.
Did you hear about her dad coming out against Le Pen?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, who? Jean-Marie?
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard, yes.
I view it as quite a sad thing indeed that most of the West was going to be or is ruled by women.
It's kind of true.
If all things
Germany and it's just Germany and England. I don't think
you could have had England, France, Germany, and the United States all run by women. And then if you've seen all their defense ministers, they're all women in Europe too.
Well, yeah, I love comparing that to the Russian one.
That's extremely
yeah.
Or our Secretary of Defense.
Stop letting women vote. There, I said it. Make fun of me all you want, but I've got all the documents right here from
It's been declassified. We have all the documents.
I mean, we have all the documents that there's a plan. There's a plan afoot to let women vote.
Ooh.
We know it's going to happen at some point.
There you go. I posted something
Honestly,
in Yield Discord.
I think that of Wilson's many mistakes, that was one.
The origin
First of all, Fritz, are you a woman? Are you a woman, Fritz? Because you can't decide about women's issues if you're not a woman.
He identifies as a woman. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume your gender. I'm sorry, Fritz.
I'm a non-binary. Well, actually, no. See, I am indeed Marine Le Pen.
God,
I have tricked you all.
Here in the flesh.
I knew it.
He's a trans Le Pen.
A trans.
No. Look, all I'm saying is
trans Napoleon.
He's a Le Penny.
I've never seen Fritz and Marine Le Pen in the same room at the same time.
Oh my God!
Neither have I. All I'm saying is that I think. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. my memory is not as good as it used to be.
How to say?
22 is getting up there.
He was about to give us the solution to save Europe. Damn.
I was about to give you the last solution you needed.
Final solution, if you will.
We.
But I guess the frogs are dead because I don't see them coming back from this
frogs
mistake.
Are gay.
Sad.
So really, where do you move to?
They put something in the water and it turned the frogs.
Poland? I don't know. Based Poland.
Release something.
You don't need to worry about.
Once again, Poland has to save Europe.
Hey, Fritz.
Once again.
Fritz. Emmanuel Macron's released
Austria all over again.
Oh, hold on. What is this? We have breaking news from our newsroom in the UK. What is this?
Emmanuel Macron has released a statement.
Oh.
This year, compatriots, which I assume is my fellow French people,
I was
choose me in
all
trust,
along.
and I would like to express my deep gratitude. He's being a big man, by the looks of it.
For you.
Oh,
Why you?
It was getting caught part of his plan.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
You're a big Turk. For you.
It would be extremely painful to elect Macron.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
if I elect Macron, will you die?
Yes.
It would be extremely painful.
Do you expect one of us in office, brother?
This makes me think maybe we should have let the communists take over Eastern Europe or Western Europe as well, because the former communist bloc seems doing way better right now.
Is communism all part of your plan?
What?
Besides Czechia,
democracy and communism are two sides of the same coin. You cock.
Democracy has nothing to do with freedom. A democracy is a soft variant of communism.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what it's egalitarian. Restored. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. Wait, this is the age-old question. Who becomes king of America? Should we just let Barron Trump become the prince? Barron Trump be prince?
First of all, Barron Trump is probably going to be married off to a Jewess. And second of all, the king of America... you know what? I don't even know. I don't think there's any good...
The Bushes.
One of the Rothschilds.
The Bushes. Jeb Bush is king of America.
George.
Will be queen of America.
Tough guy, Jeb Bush. Tough guy.
Jeb Bush is the point of succession.
I would pay a lot of money for a Jeb hat, but I don't think they sell them anymore, and I'm pretty depressed.
They're called guacamole. They're called upside down guacamole.
Oh, you're right. I need to get a guac bowl, limited edition.
They're like $90.
He sold it. Yeah, they're like $90 on his website.
And it's gonna be a beautiful guac bowl, and we're gonna make my wife pay for it.
You know, every single one of us needs to take a moment here and appreciate that we will never be as big as a loser as Jeb Bush, because I mean he has everything, and he's just a fucking loser.
Okay, Hillary Clinton is an even bigger loser because she had everything behind her.
Yeah,
it was her turn.
Oh, can I just remind you all that not long after Jeb lost, like some guacamole-like stuff started hitting the beaches of Miami.
I'm just saying.
They found him swinging on the
Wait,
end of the
hold
rope.
on. Have you ever seen Marine Le Pen and Jeb Bush in the same room?
Never.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Guys, this is too woke. I'm calling the Jews to get
We've cracked the code.
The goyim now.
I think. All right. I think we can. I think we can go offline now since we've sort of run out of topics.
2 hours.
Thanks for
2
hours.
Bring out the 1488 red pill.
Okay, yeah. So for timestamps or whatever the fuck, I think if you actually want to see the results of the election, it's about 20 minutes. So,
Sorry,
see y'all. We'll go offline now.